The year was 1986. During the filming of Armour of God, Jackie Chan suffered a life-threatening injury. He cracked his skull, started bleeding internally, and was rushed into emergency surgery. Doctors told him to rest for 3 months, but just 7 weeks later, Jackie was back on set, doing stunts again. You might think this kind of stuff only happens in the movies. But Jackie Chan's life has always been more dangerous, more intense, and more unbelievable than any action film he's ever starred in. This is the story of a man who grew up in harsh discipline, broke nearly every bone in his body, and still never allowed his dreams to break. This is the story of Jackie Chan. To understand Jackie's journey, we have to start with his father, a man named Fang Daolong, also known as Charles Chan. The name might sound quiet and unassuming, but Charles was once a spy. During the Chinese Civil War in 1949, he worked against the Communist Party on secret missions. But when the Communists took over, he fled to Hong Kong, took a job as a cook in a small hotel, and on April 7, 1954, his son was born, Chan Kong-sang, the boy who would one day become Jackie Chan. At the time, Charles was earning so little that he struggled to support his family. So when Jackie was just 7 years old, his parents sent him to the China Drama Academy, a school that wasn't a school at all. It was more like a military camp, waking up at 5 a.m., 10 hours of intense martial arts training. And if you made a mistake, you were punished, not with detention, but with army-level discipline. Jackie was a quick learner, and soon he became part of an elite performance group called the Seven Little Fortunes, who traveled and performed Chinese opera. But when the school ended, the world was changing. People were no longer interested in traditional opera. The movie craze had begun. Jackie realized if he wanted to survive, he'd have to step into the world of film. By the 1970s, Hong Kong's film industry was booming with action flicks. Every director wanted daredevil stuntmen, and that's exactly what Jackie became. These stuntmen were treated like crash test dummies, expected to jump off buildings, smash through glass, and get beaten up, all for very little money and zero insurance. And if you got seriously hurt, you were on your own. That's when Jackie met director Chu Mu, who was so impressed by his acrobatic skills that he offered him a lead role in Little Tiger of Canton. But the film flopped. Jackie was devastated. He began doubting whether acting was really his path. Eventually, he moved to Australia to live with his parents and took a job as a construction worker. It was there he met a man named Jack, a supervisor who couldn't pronounce Chan Kong-sang. One day Jack said, "Mate, your Chinese name's too hard. I'll just call you Little Jack." Soon, everyone was calling him Jackie. And just like that, Chan Kong-sang became Jackie Chan. Before Jackie could settle into this new life, he got a call from Hong Kong. They needed a stuntman for Fist of Fury, starring Bruce Lee. In 1972, Jackie worked on set, getting beaten up in that famous Japanese dojo scene. Bruce didn't notice him at the time, but a year later, during Enter the Dragon, something changed. Bruce accidentally hit Jackie on the head with a staff. Jackie fell, hurt. Bruce rushed over, grabbed his hand and said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" From that moment on, Bruce remembered his name. Life was going well, until July 20th, 1973, when Bruce Lee passed away. The news shook the Hong Kong film industry. Bruce was the face of Chinese martial arts cinema. Without him, the future was uncertain. Director Lo Wei decided he would make Jackie the next Bruce Lee, launching New Fist of Fury as a spiritual sequel. But there was a problem. Jackie wasn't Bruce. Bruce was serious, stoic, intense. Jackie was playful, energetic, comedic. He told Lo Wei, "I'm not Bruce Lee." But no one listened. New Fist of Fury flopped, yet Lo Wei kept forcing Jackie into Bruce's mold, again and again. Audiences kept rejecting it. That's when a different director stepped in, Yuen Wu-ping. He saw potential in Jackie's natural comedic energy and gave him Snake in the Eagle's shadow. The film mixed martial arts with humor, something totally new. It was a hit. Then came Drunken Master, where Jackie didn't just fight, he danced with punches, laughed while taking hits, and created a new genre of action comedy. The film exploded. Jackie Chan became Hong Kong's biggest star. But the stunts only got crazier. In Police Story, 1985, Jackie had to slide down a pole from the third floor of a shopping mall, crashing through glass and lights. He suffered second-degree burns, glass cuts, and a dislocated pelvis. Then came Armour of God in 1986, a tree jump gone wrong. Jackie fell head first. His skull fractured. A piece of bone pierced his brain. He needed emergency surgery. Doctors placed a plastic plug in his skull to stop the bleeding. At that point, Jackie had broken nearly every bone in his body. Ankles, ribs, shoulders, back, neck. Nothing was left untouched. In fact, it became common for hospitals near his film sets to reserve a room in advance, just in case Jackie showed up broken again. Word of his insane stunts spread across the world. And finally, Western audiences started taking Hong Kong cinema seriously. The mission Bruce Lee had started, Jackie was now completing. Then came a new challenge, Hollywood. In the 1980s, Jackie moved to America, but instead of applause, he was met with resistance. Hollywood saw him as nothing more than that Chinese stunt guy. His comedy and martial arts style were ignored. The big brawl flopped. Cannonball Run gave him just 4 lines and 8 minutes of screen time. Then in 1995, Jackie got the script for Rush Hour. At first he said no, his English wasn't good, but the director said, "That's the comedy, Jackie. When you speak broken English and Tucker goes wild, people will laugh." And it worked. Rush Hour was made for $33 million. It earned over $250 million. Hollywood finally welcomed Jackie Chan. With films like Shanghai Noon, The Tuxedo, and Around the World in 80 Days, Jackie became a global icon. Then came a shift. Jackie started taking more emotional roles. In The Karate Kid, he played Mr. Han, a quiet, grieving mentor. Audiences cried. Critics praised his acting range. And in 2016, after more than 200 films, Jackie Chan finally received an honorary Oscar. And true to form, Jackie didn't make the award about himself. He dedicated it to every stuntman who gets injured every day without credit or recognition. Most people retire after a Lifetime Achievement Award. But Jackie, he put the Oscar on a shelf and went back to work. With films like The Foreigner, Bleeding Steel, and Kung Fu Panda, he proved he's not done yet. Today, Jackie isn't just a legendary actor. He's living proof that true heroes write their own story, even if they do it with a fractured hand and a body full of scars. What do you think of Jackie's story? Let us know in the comments. And if you loved this journey, smash that subscribe button, because we'll be back with more stories that inspire, break boundaries, and make you believe in the impossible. Until next time, stay strong, stay fearless, and keep fighting for your own movie ending.